mean, banger match to start today, frankly. We are looking for 6 maps. I'm a simple man. I want to consume some Valorant. I want to maximize as much as humanly possible. So let's see this one go the distance as well, much like PRX versus Nongshim did.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I mean, you are a simple man, and I do want to see this go to 3 maps. For sure. This is potentially a preview of the grand finals. I think a lot of us were expecting these 2 teams to maybe be the strongest, but after that first match with Boom, you do have some questions about T1. Things did look a little disjointed, especially on this map, especially on Vine. I mean, Boom came out of the gates and absolutely were smashing on their defender side. T1 had no ability to find any good setups, any kind of good purchase towards those sites like they normally wanted. Every time they had an ult, every time they had some kind of idea, it seemed like Boom was one step ahead. So for the side of T1 here, you're going to have, like the desk was talking about, better execution, better setups, better reads. But that being said, I think it might actually work out a little bit here because it's PRX, because you expect them to be aggressive, because you expect this team to do WK gaming.
Yeah. But one of the things that we weren't seeing on that bind that we had from the the outset in the series was the impact from Meteor. Was very much falling off on that bind play versus Boom with that Vice. We'll see here though if the Meteor will once again eradicate the dinosaurs on the opposite side of the stage as we get ready to go into this one. Barriers just 8 seconds away from dropping T1 first on the attack.
Of course, it should be noted, T1 has never beaten PRX anywhere. 5 times in Pacific and 1 time in a third-party event. They have yet to find the ability to get that win, and this time it's just going to be mostly a Showers push. And
they're hearing this from behind, though. T1.
Oh, the
spot, footsteps, surely. Oh, no, actually. Yeah. Actually, with all those trails. Now push up through the smoke, though, and instantly Meteor has come alive. 3 kills found as PRX just kind of dive head first into the wood chipper.
Well, you asked for it, and it was immediately delivered. Ooh.
Something able to find 1, but Meteor with a 4K will get T1 the pistol win.
There you go. That was just a really good read. I mean, to PRX's credit, you got to feel pretty decent about that when especially when you get all that information from the tethers. Try to come through, but Izu and Meteor just waiting around the corner for you. Okay, you get 1, but that's a pretty nice start. Very different look for T1 on that pistol. Trying something quite a bit unorthodox in a way. That 4-man push towards Shower, leaving 1 towards the other side of the map, and now 3-man stack for PRX, just playing maybe playing anti-flash or just trying to get out, not sure.
Playing anti-teammate there.
Yeah, there you go. Not that it matters.
And okay, well, Stacks, a little bit of a window here off that smoke. Is able to go ahead and get the spot out, something taken down.
Wall's going to buy time for the rotations at the very least. Can they get more damage done is the big question.
Press onto 1. You do have the rest of PRX corralled here on the site. HL's out there ready for Jing as Divide trying to line up the shot. He and Meteor just kind of dancing around one another here. 2 pistol wielders taking the fight. Meteor does manage to find that 1. Now Izu comes up with 2. Forsaken Mind Freak both going to be taken out. Jing can't get anything else done. So in the end, a hell of a lot of damage dealt. Sylvan surviving at 4, but it's a flawless round victory here for T1.
Yeah, so far, T1 able to plant their feet when they need to. When PRX just decides to make their move. Not that I don't mind what PRX has done. Just the responses have been a little bit better. And certainly part of that might just be that, frankly, T1's a little more warmed up. They're a little more used to the stage. They've already played an official match. This is the first one for PRX this year. And it looked like Divide was a little bit off kilter there. It could just be, you need a few rounds to warm up here as PRX and then kind of get the ball rolling. A lot of rifles, 2 Guardians. T1 able to hang on that phenomenal anti-eco. So now they're going to slow down the pace a little bit. Still, it's this death ball style, keeping a lot of players together. Have some of that deadlock utility up here. 1 and done.
Nice. I mean, he's able to find 1 Jing. Trying to go ahead and capitalize. Comes up with another as Meteor will get dropped. His first death suffered here. Still, the trade up is there. T1 maintain control, maintain the advantage.
Trying to play off the sonic sensor there. It's PRX, but there's just so many T1 players there. I don't think they're anticipating this sort of style that T1 has brought to the table. So clearly the change of call was teamwork. See what Mind Freak can do. He's an absolute world beater at times. He can shut these rounds down.
Still a little bit off. Buzz able to go ahead and collect that now. Divide. Sultan himself looking to see can make happen here. Already in a very committed position, especially if he goes for the drop down here. Seems like for now, just try to fish around the outskirts of these smokes. See if he can spot out anything, find a kill, make this a little bit more costly for the side of T1. We'll go ahead and be able to send that over across onto Buzz, but just doesn't have the angle to actually be able to get the wallbang shots in. So it seems like in the end, it's gonna have to be the save here for Divide. Drifting away back through his spawn. Stax, however, might be looking to go on a merry chase. Seems like he will. Whether or not he can catch up is going to be the question. Divide maybe hearing a footstep or two there. Swings back over. Stax wide swinging. Will end up falling. Divide able to go ahead and keep his life intact. Keep that weapon in hand. Cannot stop this round win from coming through.
I mean, all of these rounds have just come down to a brawl somewhere on the map. First round it was Showers. Then it was Garden. Now it's in Hookah. Paint Shell's coming in there as well. Just great cover from Buzz. Sylvan swings in. Nice Guardian shots through the wall. Great angle to find. I don't know what else to tell you, folks. That's kind of just the way the cookie's been crumbling so far. It's just T1 is really in sync with their teamwork, and now they're going to start to spread just a little bit more. They're going to leave Meteor out on his own. Stax as well to cover Showers. Use that Gecko util to try to clear through long. Gonna be an interesting battle without a Sky there. To try to take control of that space for both teams. Fade on one side, Gecko on the other. Instead, they're just using that util to send enough of a fake, and I mean, Paper X was just gonna hold there anyway, but trying to work the map. Mind Freak over in Showers, and looks like it should be a relatively easy plant here for T1.
Yep, just pushing their way forward. Meteor.
Uh-oh.
Maybe about to strike here against Mind Freak. Oh, spotting out each other. Call comes in. Buzz. Quick sight turn there to the shower door. Mind Freak ends up getting caught. Buzz with a quick reposition. The ball into the corner. Not going to be connecting on him. Oh, never mind. Maybe it had. Either way, the paint shell will be able to go ahead and collect the elimination. You're going to be forced out. Long rotate back around across towards short for him. Sylvan, however, trying to just hold things down here. In Lamp, Showstopper now out at the ready, and Jing is able to find himself a third elimination. Still, though, two players to deal with. Meteor, Izu. Oh, now just the ladder, but he finds the first. The defuse being held to half. The spray across, looks for the readjust, swaps over to the classic, and Izu will get him with the right click. The Red Bull clutch as T1 are up 4-0.
Yeah, that's a nice attempt here from Paper X. The way that they're working together now looks a little bit better. The good combo with the Clove utility into the paint shells to get Buzz down. Good crossfires here for T1. But Jing, wow, that is crazy. A crazy tight angle with that Stinger to get that kill. Follow up with the Showstopper. I mean, Stax just aimed right in the air, knew it was coming, but still nothing he could do about it. And Izu, nice sturdy hands. The end of it. A couple big ults here though. Got the Steel Garden, got the Thrash for T1, and there you go. Thrash is already out. That's
will just be the call back for the quick recovery. Cycle it back around here. There's ult invested. Just try to take their weapons away. Stopper sent, just try to slow things up on the approach. A little bit of damage going to be taken there by Izu, it seems.
Hookah hasn't been cleared.
It's not, just cycling smokes on it for now. Wingman gets the plant. Thrash back available, sent through elbow, not going to be able to get the stun across. Push forward though, and Buzz maybe biting up a little bit more than he can chew, but it doesn't matter because Izu is there to go ahead and trade it back up.
Pastikan nonton
4v3.
Paper X sampai habis ya.
Paper X, they have people in very committed angles here. Forsaken now, position known, Divide as well, drop down onto the site. They will both end up falling. It's going to be another buy round, slipping away from them here. Whereas T1 keep it relatively clean.
It's just steady hands right now for T1. The shots look clean. The coordination is really, really on point. I mean, I think that the message from Autumn for this squad coming into this was teamwork, teamwork, teamwork. And it is certainly making the dream work. They are really on point. And
first one of the season.
Yeah, I mean, it was only a matter of time. That is one of those inevitabilities of Pacific. Texture not converting on an ace.
Yep.
Alex smashing things.
W keys being held.
Yeah. We're already starting to see that, yeah. Dombi with neon shenanigans with the shotguns.
Well, significant deficit to be at here. On Vine off the rip. Plenty to try to work through on the side of PRX.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to at least kind of mess with the idea of getting a little bit more control of some of the parts of the map here, because PRX has been playing pretty well on the back foot for the most part. Other than taking some hookah control, they haven't really been able to establish control in garden or in showers, and that's something that Boom did a really great job of. He's keeping T1 off balance, and then those pushes up like short from time to time when the ults were in play.
Pastikan nonton PRX sampai habis.
Baffled T1. So
emang kayak situ udah mau kalah malah mau cabut.
Pour one out. Homie's gone, dude. There's absolutely nothing that he could have done other than not walk into showers.
That's annihilation right there. It's just a good read from T1. What else can you say? It looks sharp. Everything that PRX has tried to do hasn't gone so good. So certainly you could see that this was probably a matchup that T1 had on, marked on their calendar right away. Said, assuming we can get through Boom, we would finally like to take this win. When you talk to T1 staff and players, this is something that pretty much gets mentioned every time. They haven't beat PRX yet. They really, really want to.
Buzz, showstopper pulled out, got a spot there, but cannot find the elimination. But Divide tries to swing out, tries to find some kind of punish. Ends up getting taken down. Meteor able to find something. So far, so good, but okay. Mind Freak Forsaken able to find one apiece. Mind Freak nearly getting another. Speaking of annihilation, there's a pop out. Sylvan plants his feet, gets out of the cocoon, and punishes Forsaken for using the ult. 6-0 start. So now we go into the next bot.
It's a nice idea at the secondary setup by PRX, but the firepower just too strong for T1. Again, the covering fire is so good, even when it looks like maybe a player's caught out of place. Maybe they're kind of a free kill. They're actually not. There's always somebody right there, locked in step, especially with Buzz. He's taking a lot of space. We saw it on the other side of the map. We saw it in the elbow. We're seeing it over here where there's that confidence in Buzz to go ahead, do what you got to do. Then he's got the trust in the teammates behind him to make sure that even if he dies for the cause, there's going to be at the very worst a trade.
Aggro hit here. Orbital at the ready from Sylvan. What is the go button here for them? It's going to be, okay, over towards Lamps. Nobody at risk here on the side of PRX. They potentially get to go ahead and backfill that space once the ult is gone. Buzz already wrapped around in towards showers. Doing well to get that punish. 1-for-1 trade with the plant now in Jing. And right up here into the smoke, the Nightfall about to crash across. Sylvan just trying to buy some space here. Forsaken pushing forward. She can find the punish, swings back out, down to 4 HP, but gets the kill on the stacks. Izu flush onto the corner, eliminated Forsaken. Looking for that 4K. Buzz the last one standing, finds the first. Paint Shell back up, set. Keeps them off the plant for now, but just cannot get the bullets through. Divide will go ahead, find the kill, and PRX will get their first round win.
There you go. That's a really solid retake. Even though you lose Mind Freak in showers, and it feels like, oh boy, this could go really, really poorly. The fact that Forsaken on his own wins out on a couple big trades in U-Haul, that is the difference maker. Love the execute, love the idea from T1. Those tethers there, giving it away as well. Making it a little bit easier. A couple assists going over to something. Been a little bit quiet, but Divide, steady hand. Seems like now PRX starting to shoot back, starting to hit some of their shots. See if they can keep it up.
Another Thrash cycled back through here from Izu. As Divide here within hookah. A couple shots out from Buzz, nothing connecting there. Not just yet. Boombot, Wingman, everything cleared. Sending the whole zoo at him.
Speaking of, Prowler gets in on the party. Got the grab net ready here for Forsaken. I mean, unless you can get a good flash to go through or something.
Oh, just a double face swing out. Divide immediately going to be popping the ultimate here as they just backpedal away. Oh my god. Okay, Buzz and Meteor getting absolutely cooked. Like netted in for the assist. Double kill found. Divide needing the kill. T1 knowing it. They waited out. suddenly into a 3v3. Stacks, however, going to try to open things up. It does something! A very uncharacteristic whip there. Forsaken, another Annihilation going to be online. Can he even commit it here?
I mean, it's Forsaken, so I bet he tries. Oh, he got hit by the 0 point though, so never mind.
Able to use it now.
Yeah.
For the most part, can't afford another buy, but Cash is still not in any kind of a stable position here for PRX.
Let Stacks to take this fight.
Can isolate it down. Then maybe that ult could have come into play, but Izu has just been on it today. It's going to be 7-1.
All of T1 has been on it today. I mean, again, it just looks a little bit shaky. A great idea here from PRX. I mean, they just smother that. Phenomenal orbital strike combo. And you can see T1 was trying to figure out a way to get through Hookah. It felt like they were taking that time to sort of try to dial up some kind of play with the Gecko utility or something, and it did cost them. However, good shooting prevails again. Gets them a couple key kills to get through to that A site. Thrash going to be available. Jing playing very far forward. Oh my god.
Finding Mind Freak over at backside. The flash forward, and Buzz just absolutely massacring them. Just no hope in hell. Forsaken and Divide just have to stay tucked back. Well, get comfy. We're waiting for this spike to explode. Not really going to be seeing anything else in this round.
It's just micro outplays for T1 that are really setting the stage. That being said, you know, not so sure about that setup there with Jing and something. Just never had a chance to respond. It was just too fast. Meteor wins one battle, and then all of a sudden there's a flash in your face before you can even think about it. Boy, oh boy. This is a very different T1 than what we saw on day one. They are feeling it now. And this is kind of what you expected out of this team. The firepower should be good. Should be quite good. If the depth of strategy can be there as well, they're going to be a fearsome opponent throughout the year. Whoa. Great angle, great flash. Yeah, I kind of feel you there. I was not happy with it either.
Yeah, and here we are again. Dire Straits. 8-1, 7-round stretch lead on the attacking start here on Bind. Right now, everything just out of sorts for PRX.
Yeah. Well, what more can you say at this point? I feel like the adjustments you made at some of the rounds have certainly looked better. You got a win, and you've made them a little more competitive. Sort of. But I don't know where I'm going with this because
not many other places to go with it.
It's not going good. There's nothing that's gone right. I think we still have the Thrash, don't we? I don't think it got used.
Yeah.
Well, now you have a showstopper and a no command.
Another Steel Garden nearly there for Meteor.
Yeah. Jing's almost got his ult, so we'll see. I'm not confident. This one, not sure if they're gonna try to go for something pacey. No, I think their time. Use the Thrash for showers. That 0 point.
Okay, well, Jing. Kind of start that they desperately need here. Showstopper up over the top though, and Buzz basically just barrel stuffs it with a rocket. Something gone. Mind Freak still here at Heaven. As explosives get exchanged on either side. Barrier mesh up and over the top. Showstopper here from Jing. Spots out easy, but Buzz trades it right back. 3-3. Sylvan trying to just go ahead, push up past his own Molly, catches the timing, catches Divide, completely unaware. Same here for Forsaken. Now so very low, and Buzz is able to find that final shot.
The way they're baiting for each other, they're so good. Saw the head. Mind Freak. Need one of those miraculous clutches, but I don't think he knows. Money's bad, gotta get out. Man, oh man. Saw a creative little setup there for that showstopper, throwing the wall up and over the truck. Not that I think you needed it. I think it was Izu who got hit by that, was just dead anyway. Ooh, boy.
Yeah. 2 kills for Jing, but showstopper expended, not able to lead to a round win. Still 3 players alive, so frankly, just not even quite that close in the round itself. It starts off so very well, getting rid of half the flashes. But Buzz just Johnny on the spot here.
I will say this about T1. One of the things in the offseason was like their first match at every event they played was kind of shaky. And then they just sort of rolled everybody after that. Maybe that's just what they do.
Could be. Jing trying to escape. He's down to 1. He's down to 1. He's just tucked away. And if they even think they just send that paint shells towards him,
He's going to be having a bad time.
he's going to have to get into that teleporter faster than that explosion comes through.
Launching thorns.
You just kind of take your time on this, although I wouldn't mind seeing T1 kind of explore the map a little bit more, but with how well they've been playing, the confidence surely
Jump
through.
over the top. Jing does somehow come up with 2. Monstrous value for him, considering the health values. That's the man advantage. They're on the 0 point.
Can't TP here. You have no idea what's going on the other side of the map. Be a huge
Slow
gamble.
down. If they make the gamble, it would be the correct one to make. Granted, you'd be running into Forsaken, who's pushing forward towards Showers with a judge in hand. Still very risky in the end.
I like this from Forsaken. Good awareness, good map awareness here. Understanding your weaponry and the
30
situation.
seconds left.
Divide just cycling these smokes here. Flash up over the top. Get a catch here onto Mind Freak. Something sending out that C's, looking for it. A hit. Stack's going to be put down on the floor. Is going to be resable. It's something, just can't quite line it up. Meteor will find the kill. Divide here around the corner. Swings out, finds Izu. To interrupt the plant, but does not. Meteor now just backpedaling. Nearly forced back out into the open. There's the bleed out. The net comes through. Rose destroyed. Hasn't heard a tap yet. Forsaken holding the angle. Will be able to take him out. PRX. They find their 2nd round win.
Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. This time, cutting them off before they can really get anything started. That's more of what you're going to need. I mean, the fact that Jing gets 2 here is absolutely criminal. It do be what it do, and then you're able to use some of that fade utility to slow things up at the door, buy some time for Devi on the back end to use that Clove in a really nice spot. Buy that too. Yeah, a little sigh of frustration there from Forsaken. Certainly PRX fans gonna be feeling that too, but as T1 there, I think now you gotta start this last round, show them something different, work the map a little bit. Won't make it so easy, but they're just gonna run at you.
That they are. And Devi's gonna mow down 2. Jing gets involved, finds another. TP gonna be taking Buzz, however, is still here, and he comes up with 3. Suddenly it's all on Mind Freak. Called on once again to try to work his magic.
Well, the timing here might be pretty good. He's so quick
He
on
is,
this.
yeah, very much just right on their heels. Now, Stack's paying some attention towards the angle, but they drift back. Mind Freak now needing to assess. They cut towards Showers as they go to the site. One quick glimpse in should tell him the answer.
He's got a decision to make. Try to hold the Showers angle. Should pretty well know they're coming through here. Now he knows.
Here's the orb.
One enemy
And
remaining.
Buzz on the floor. The swing out, and Mind Freak will make it happen. The Red Bull clutch. The bail out PRX, denying a 10 and 2, getting themselves a 3 and 9.5.
That round was pretty back and forth. Just push out for Divide. 2 phenomenal kills. Buzz answers right back with 3. Great anticipation of that angle that Forsaken was going to be taken out of the TP. Oh, I don't even know if Stack's fired a bullet there.
I believe so. Either way, though, PRX have their work cut out for them. The fans faithful going to be believing in curses here. See if they can cast one on T1, but they'll have to start from that pistol, which we saw T1 get pretty good in.
Yeah. Well, it is PRX and attackers sided copium. That's all I got right now. It did not look phenomenal there. Now, they started to get it together towards the end, and you know, I will say, kind of classic PRX, when things are going real bad, a lot of times it's kind of like Devi or something.
Oh, that is excellent.
Oh, no.
That is a generational fan side right there.
Well done. Tip of the cap to whoever that is.
That got me good. Well then, glad we had something cheery at the end there of the halftime break. Now, we can get ready to get back to business.
It's pretty on point. Oh boy. Man, 16-7 for Buzz. He is just frying. Everybody having some pretty good stuff going for them for T1. Big push up. Izu there though, so he can, in theory, if he doesn't just get gunned down trying to jiggle, should be able to play a little bit of delay. Seems to have some kind of inkling about this. Stax is now making his rotation over. So it's going to come down to timing here.
Full 5-member send. Smoke's coming through.
Unfred.
Is he getting ready to come over the top? Oh, the haunt not going to be cleared out. Izu's still going to be able to find one. Back pedals though. Stax joining in on the site, gets taken down, and Izu is hounded. Damage abound here onto the players of PRX, but Buzz and Meteor just now make their way over towards the site. Paper, take off.
Just get gunned down. Inkling about this. Stax is now making his rotation over. So it's going to come down to timing here.
Full 5-member send. Smoke's coming
Oh, 2, 2, 3, 4. Buset, dilempar semua.
through. Find one. Ming and something able to go ahead and get the headshot right through the smoke. You're swapping weapons to clear out down to 18 HP. Swings, looks for anything at all, can't find it.
Habis gak sih Dik udah?
PRX will win the pistol they so desperately need.
They find a great setup with the smokes there. The Dizzy hits a couple, but they've got enough breathing room where there's not much that T1 can really do. Okay, that helps too. Just great utilization of their utility in this one. That extra layer when you have the Clove and the Brim allows you to sort of dissect these sites quite a bit better. You know, it used to be Viper Brim, right? It would be kind of the double controller ideas that you were seeing on this map. Not exactly the same, of course, but a similar thought process. That's what they're going to be working with. Buzz has the classic Buzz eco setup.
Shorty in hand.
Yep.
PRX should be very well aware of this.
You've got to know. Yeah.
They're gonna just send everything out of it. Oh my god, he still manages to run down Jing. Boombot Prowler, be damned. He wanted that kill and he got it. Oh, set up, Stacks swinging, gets the headshot across, but cannot confirm the kill and interrupt the plant. Puts something down to 47, but it's good covering fire from Devi. His teammate safe. Izu swinging forward, trying to find the headshot, cannot make it happen. Sylvan this time does manage to clear the haunt, but Forsaken with some clean taps on that ghost. Continues to help PRX run this back. 4 rounds now, the deficit.
All right, if you can win the bonus here, PRX, I will begin to believe again. I don't just. I love that.
Did what he had to.
I get it. It works. Clean from Forsaken. There you go.
Can we win a round this round?
Yeah.
Who's improving?
Yep, you can hear the comms. They're starting to believe. He's a bit of a decent buy though. Still with him on this bonus. 3 rifles, a bulldog, and a stinger.
Hey, they hear this. They know how pacey this is looking to be.
Walls here this time though.
Inchel out. A little bit of damage there. There onto Izu, but he still ends up falling. Meteor's going to be good for one as the buy will get dropped. Something finding Stacks, however.
So smart.
Now Meteor, yeah, the reposition. They both line up
Down B.
right into his line of fire. Something that last one alive, Buzz. Rotating around here on the flank. Something seemingly aware of it, cognizant of it for a brief little moment. Buzz just drifting in right behind him. Lines it up, takes the shot.
Who's got this now?
And T1 not going to allow for a bonus conversion. They will get up to double digits instead.
That's so good from Meteor. The timing on that was brilliant. He knew another player had gotten through and had gotten up towards Hookah. And he said, well, there's only one spot for me that's potentially safe. And it's tucked in next to this smoke, and oh, poor Mind Freak. He's trying to push out with his teammate and just got caught the barrel right next to his ear. Stellar. Stellar from Meteor.
Yep.
Man's interstellar.
18 at 9 and 2 here for Buzz.
Also a good player.
There he is. Oh, the net coming through, but Buzz comes away with that second kill. Jing, however, able to find one there from beyond the grave with the paint shell.
That grab net's so annoying.
Oh, even up numbers, but Stacks. Snappy with that headshot, finds Mind Freak. And once again, something. Last one alive. 47 health. The game's just not quite been going his way.
Yeah, he's having a rough go on Fade. That's for sure. Looking to maybe change his destiny.
What's the team call? Do you even remotely try for something here?
I wouldn't, but it's PRX, so. And you still got devised smokes, so, you know, winnable.
As he gets through this first hurdle, turns back for a brief little moment, and that's more than enough. Sylvan will go ahead and collect it. 11-5. T1 so firmly in control.
Again, it's these off-angle positions that they have to support each other. This time it's Buzz. You know, you get the bait of the grab net. PRX has got to be feeling great, and Stacks does that to you. Now Buzz is a showstopper. Something does his ult, but it's a weak buy. And they're investing everything in this, by the way, Achilleos. So going into that 12th round, they're not going to have any cash.
For a fast hit, just trying to wait out the Prowler here is Buzz, but we'll just go ahead and make his exit as the Nightfall goes across. Showstopper already drawn out, just waiting to see if he can spot anything, but it's going to be Stacks. Spotting out Jing over towards Lamps. Shallow uses here on this U-tilt. Forsaken scaling forward, able to find one, takes him down. Mind Freak just rushes in towards Lamps, finds one. Stacks is able to keep the team in with a slight little shout here. 5 HP apiece on Mind Freak and Forsaken.
One enemy remaining.
But now, just Izu. Wall here in his face.
Honestly, just save. Yeah. I wouldn't even mess with this.
It seems like it's going to be the call. I think any other circumstance, given the HP values, you probably go for it. You know that you have cash behind to be able to get the buy, but any kill to either of them, and that's going to be either the Annihilation or the Orbital online.
Exactly. Even with them at 5 HP, it's so tempting, but as soon as you start clearing the wall, it's just probably dead to rights. I mean, there's just not much you can do there. It's PRX by the skin of their teeth, able to come through with a desperately needed round win, a round where they invested all of their economy into it, and it pays off. Put everything onto red. Came through. That's, I mean, I like Deadlock on this map a lot because that wall is so annoying to deal with as defenders. It is so brutal. It can cut off so much of the map. You can trap people by the truck with it. It's actually just phenomenal on your attacker's side.
Buzz now, operator in hand, showstopper, drawn out instantly for Jing. Flash at the exit here of Hookah. Slows him up, Thorns as well. As Sylvan successfully has rotated over towards the side of the map. Orbital now online. Do they just send that? Do they try to save it here for post plant? For now, it's going to be a molly over towards Garden.
Oh, Meteor, you're not going to get away with it again. Okay.
Whoa.
Thought for a second he was going to duck in that same corner. Tries a different one. Slow up here.
Jing, jangan aneh-aneh, Jing.
Wow, getting good.
That elimination. Orbital strike now used here on the site. Tuck over to the side. Able to dodge that one out, and Izu actually finds a kill on the Mind Freak. Devise something, firing back. Come up with a couple eliminations. Izu still here on the site, but eventually will be taken out as he exits from Tube. Buzz and Stacks now their way across. The operator still in hand. Not a great choice of weapons here at all. Actually, no selection really available to Buzz unless he gets himself into the site itself.
He's got 2 blast packs.
Shell as well.
Dive in with the shorty.
Shell's not going to be finding too much of anything, just checking that cubby. Time ticking. Get on the move, but Buzz easily solid with the shot. As the tension gets pulled, Stacks will strike. Headshot comes across, and T1 will get up the map point.
Yeah, because this takes so long for PRX, it allows Stacks to explore the map a little bit more, find that extra angle. Little things like that. Nice execute from the PRX squad. Finally something. Able to have a pretty solid round. Goodness, Meteor.
Let's go.
Izu. Ooh, through the smoke.
Pam anjing through the smoke.
This is crucial. Nice change up there too. Up with the wingman, but man, that was fast from Buzz. His opping since last year, dude, has gotten so good. So clean with that. You got to appreciate the work that he's put in to make sure that that is a steady part of his game. He's gonna be watching short, but another aggressive 5-man push towards B. Grabnet gonna be dodged. Damage.
So he's taking that first contact. Gonna backpedal here. Paint shells. Check close left side on the exit from Garden. Molly gonna be sent out. Just looking to try the delay, and something gets tagged up brutally. Down to 21.
That's gonna stall things again, and now T1 is, because of the way the last couple of rounds have gone, they are gonna overcommit to this defense momentarily, because PRX hasn't really shown a lot of differentiation.
Sylvan catching a glimpse. Divide wanted to try to push this here. Sends out the vulnerable. Does get taken down, but has the not dead yet. Meteor able to find the shots there to try to go ahead and get the kill on the Jing. Trying with the try to delay. Divide, however, needing to hunt for the kill, but Forsaken actually takes it away from him. So he might still yet get bled out. And now he will get taken down. Stacks coming up with 2. Something down to 21. Mind Freak here alongside him to try to keep themselves alive. But the paint shell explodes and they both go down. Buzz brings this map to a swift conclusion. 13-6. T1 looking absolutely devastatingly good here on Mind.
That was brilliant from the get-go. They were just so ready for PRX. The early teamwork continued from beginning to end. A lot of just simple, back-to-basic stuff for T1. Some of the stuff that they may have felt like had been missing. They were able to really readily deal with this PRX squad, who is no slouch on Bind. They were looking pretty okay in the offseason, to be honest. So
sure,
this is a great bounce back for them, for T1.
Yeah, very, very good, but still that fracture on the horizon for them to get ready to deal with. We'll see though, because again, dataless basically. You know,
I think it's going to be double duelist on both sides, man. I think
very
we're
well
going to
could
see neons, raises.
You can maybe have a Yoru in the mix there, of course. Izu, Meteor, either of them would be able to pick that up.
Forsaken too.
So, yeah, Forsaken as well. There's a lot of possibilities. Either, I don't know what to expect, but I'm looking forward to it all the same. Even blind, I'm ready for that map to come through. But for PRX, question is, can they get themselves into the driver's seat? There's definitely some off-kilter and unexpected performances from them throughout this map.
Again, it started to, you can see at the end of some of these highlights, as it rolls on, shots started to hit, things started to kind of work out, but again, the depth of strategy just a little bit higher for T1.
Yeah, well, solid performance overall here from the side of T1. We're going to go ahead and pass things back over to the analysts to break down the action from Bind, and then we will come back and dive into Fracture.
Little sparks here and there for PRX. Unfortunately, not enough to ignite a fire. T1, though, blazing.
Yeah, way too slow of a start there for PRX. You're seeing some of that same complacency that you saw in some of the off-season games.
T1 were playing like their off-season selves as well. Fantastic game from Buzz in particular. And even that last round, I mean, they talked about depth of strategy just at the end of the cast there. Sylvan fighting forward inside of Hookah, and then the KO ult and the Steel Garden together. You can't use abilities or use your primary guns, and Meteor scales back into the site, and it's like sitting ducks. He's like shooting fish in a barrel. They just have pistols, and that's it. And he's just headshotting everyone.
Absolutely. That's the T1 I wanted to see 2 days ago. This is what everybody was expecting to see from them, and they definitely looked a lot more settled today and a lot more comfortable. I'm really happy that they picked Bind again. This is sort of proving it to themselves in a way, going, no, our Bind is better than that, we promise. We're going to take it to one of the best in Pacific, and we're going to absolutely roll them on it.
Yeah, it's important to show that level of confidence and to have that objectivity. It can be very easy to get smashed on a map, to get figured out a little bit by a certain team, and to lose all confidence. But the sign of a very good team is knowing when to back yourself. And man, Buzz was so good. So many multi-frags in that series, even pulling the op out at the end.
Yeah, and you know this guy is so deadly on the op, and just when you could feel the motivation in his eyes as well, right? You know he wanted that, especially against PRX, where he's like, I've been up against these guys so many times before.
Yeah. He was just honestly on fire this game. Like you say, so many multi-kills. He was leading from the front. He was just all over PRX. It just felt like they never had the answer to him. It felt like he could not lose a fight. He had God mode enabled.
Yeah, you see, I mean, he's winning a lot of those fights dry, but you even see a lot of effective flashes from Sax. We talk about the importance of a synergy between IGL, especially playing in a knit role, and a duelist. These guys have a lot of chemistry going back many, many years at this point, so being able to set up Buzz is very easy for Sax, and those utility combos in tandem are so juicy to watch.
I mean, you have 15 assists over on Stacks, and you have 4 first kills over on Buzz, right? So you can see that the tandem is working, and I can tell you're very, very happy to, have Buzz on your team, Pilski.
Yeah, 100%. Picked him for a reason. He's just Mr. Consistent. Like, this is his 100%. But even his B game, that's the great thing about Buzz. Even Buzz's B game is consistently getting those entries and finding value no matter what. When he's taking over the whole server, he's going to win you the game, but at a minimum, he's going to find you at least an entry or at least a kill or 2 here. And that's where maybe somebody else like Meteor might be needed a little bit more to step up in some of those games.
Sure, and you can also tell that he was very comfortable with the players he was up against, right? There were some plays where you can tell he had that courage because he knew exactly what he was playing against. Yeah. Especially when it comes to those those set plays and all the utilities that were in his face.
Yeah, this is definitely nice. This is some ideas that we can see PRX wanted to bring into this. That grab net might be my favorite bit of util in the whole game. You can see how they pair it up with the Brim ult. There's a lot of potential there, but this definitely felt to me like T1 were back on form. Look at this great flash into this wonderful 2 kills. Controlling long is the most important area of this map, and it felt like they were much more comfortable at doing it now than they were against Boom.
Yeah, and it felt
like every flash kind of hit me as well. Every flash that Stat had, I would be like, ah.
I turned them. I turned my head.
You did. They were like, whoa. Even at the talent room, we're like, whoa.
I think maybe you should be hopping in the coach slot for PRX or assistant coach slot at some point, because they might be needing a little bit of help. I mean, T1 were just running like their set plays. They had a great idea of what PRX wanted to do, and it felt like everything that they did worked, including those flash plays, but even the execs on the other side of the map. It felt like they were always coming out ahead out of every exchange.
I do want to ask though, this is potentially PRX coming in cold. Is this, is this comeback gonna, come back on Fracture?
It has to. I mean, they are in the upper bracket, so they do have some room for error. I think T1 yesterday, they did already play Fracture, so there is at least some film on T1 that PRX could have seen. They did close out one half pretty concisely against Boom, and we saw yesterday T1 running the Neon on Buzz. And he was kind of more of a space creator for Izu, who was the one yesterday going ballistic on Raze rather than, or the day before yesterday rather, going ballistic on Raze rather than Buzz this time on Bind. So they've got so many players that can just be heavy hitters in terms of the fragging.
Yeah, absolutely. But having the tape for Bind didn't help PRX in this game. And this is exactly what I spoke about before, where sometimes having that advantage starting deeper down the bracket means you're cold. It looked like T1 had shaken off their issues, and they looked good on Fracture anyway before. That was the map that they won against.
I think Boom lit a bit of a fire under their butt for this game, and they got out some of that complacency weeded out a little bit in the opening game.
Yeah, I think if T1 are able to step up their Fracture as much as they've stepped up their Bind, PRX is going to have to play a great game to upset them.
Yeah, and I love the kind of you know what, that wasn't really it, let's play it again. this unfinished business kind of thing. It really goes to show, like, for this team that is made up of, so many big names that have already won these amazing titles. You can just tell the championship mentality on this team, right? That's why they're a super team, Pilski, super team.
Yeah.
The hype is back.
Yeah, but PRX, it's the power of friendship, Mika, and you and I are friends, so you should be a little bit nicer to me.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, that's your experience.
I'm on the hype train. Choo choo. Let's go.
Let's go. T1 Korean.
I know exactly. Well, I'm hyped for this match because like I did vote for PRX as well because I just feel like this is part of the roller coaster. And PRX fans, you feel me on this. It goes down first, and then it goes up, and then it goes upside down.
We all voted for PRX, and Papeth is just sitting there,
Yes. How comfy is he?
He's feeling good.
Smiling.
He's feeling real good right now.
Yeah, I think PRX have to turn it around between map 1 and map 2. They definitely got a little bit more informed towards the end of that game. It looked like they were settling in a little bit more because before that we saw so many uncharacteristic whiffs that we're not used to seeing in the squad. So they
uncharacteristic?
I don't think they whiff normally. I think they're pretty good.
Pretty sharp. Pretty sharp.
Alex
usually.
might have something to say
true,
about that.
yeah.
Maybe
He might disagree.
Hey, look, before Valorant came out, I saw a lot of Alex whiffs, so I don't know who. To be
Oh!
honest, I'm just saying.
Whoa, well, I'm glad that came from you, not from me.
Hey, I used to cast him, so I've seen many Alex whiffs, and I'm sure he will say the same.
You go all the way back. But yeah, I mean, like, I think it's part of that, that PRX roller coaster that we're all on. Going back to like something that the casters mentioned, this potential double duelist on double duelist. Are we seeing that, especially from a team that just declared themselves all duelists at this point? From the very beginning, by the way, which they were trolling us as well on the roles.
Yeah, I mean, this T1 comp, it kind of reminds me, whenever you get this double duelist flavor with the Neon, you're creating a lot of chaos. You're doing some very up-tempo kind of gameplay, creating those retakes and even those pop site executes, the equivalent of what you see over on Pearl when you run the Yoru and the Neon and you just like snap TP into side with the fast lane straight across. Those are the kind of plays that you're going to get from T1. The thing is, though, that you do have PRX picking this map. They should be very confident on it, and this team is a team that thrives in the chaos. And, you're going to see T1 trying to create that chaos, and PRX, that should be, if they wake up a little bit, their comfort zone, really.
Yeah, I really want to see. I want to see double duelist from PRX here. So we didn't see the most of something on that fade, right? It definitely felt flat for me. He didn't look like he was his usual self. I want to see. I don't see a reason why you can't be playing Jet Rays or at least Jet paired with another duelist. Something is good across the board. I want to see him be way more active, way more forward. He had to be far too supportive.
PRX will just have this inherent role crisis for a long time where I think they've just played the same style for such a long time. They're trying to explore other options, and it's the thing that all the pundits say about PRX is like, can they actually have that flexibility in terms of the individual roles? And they feel like they can't. They have to play these different comps. That time, Bind comp, for example, is a bit more of a util combo kind of comp with the deadlock as well. You do see Forsaken being a very flexible player that can play pretty much anything, but there are other players that have already been criticized for role and flexibility. So it's kind of a rough situation that PRX have been in, but they're the team that has opted to not make roster changes, to try to explore different roles and give it another try. So I guess this specific season will be the test of whether it's going to come together or not.
Are you saying that, like, maybe this, maybe this comfort in their roles is their ace, and maybe they should just do what they've always been doing, or should they, really just lean into, if you're going to follow the meta, then just go ahead and follow.
No, they should not follow the meta. That's not who PRX are. That's not how they've made their name. PRX kind of invented their own style of Valorant, and I really want them to stick with that. They shouldn't water themselves down. I don't think that first map was a true reflection. I mean, I didn't love the composition, but it's not for me to say, I think they know more about their players than us, so I can see why they stick with it, but I really don't want them to water themselves down. I want something crazy.
You're inspiring me here. I shouldn't water myself down.
Absolutely.
You heard that. You heard that, everybody. Just be you. And here we are into our agent comps for Fracture. We're seeing Teo. That is right.
Yeah, Forsaken's going to be the one on that Teo, and something on the more supportive Breach in it, Flash in it. You're going to see T1 sticking to their guns. They're not playing the flavor of the month being the Teo, but PRX pretty much playing the agreed meta comp. We saw it as a mirror in just the previous series, so we'll see if Neon is going to be, the crazy kind of chaos sowing agent that Buzz wants it to be, creating space for Izu last time around, or whether Teo will be once again fantastic value on Fracture.
Yeah, we saw how strong the Teo was, so it's about if that double duelist can break past him.
Yeah, we'll see indeed if they can break past all of these obstacles as we toss it on over to our casters for Fracture. Achilles, Paper Thin, take it away.
Don't mind if we do. Let's go ahead and get into this one. T1 first on that attack. Double duelist. As Izu moves over to the Rays. Buzz here with that Neon.
Yeah, last time around, this worked a treat for T1. Izu in particular was popping. He was plus 10 overall in the KD. Really just thriving, you know, being able to kind of go back to one of the roles that he really made a name for himself on. Certainly has to love to be given that opportunity again, and a fast hit for Buzz.
And it is. Stuns, however, going to be exchanged as paint shells go out. Buzz eating a bit of damage, and all of it, in fact, is going to be in as he gets taken down. Jing able to find that Mind Freak. Cleans up another, so solid start here on the defense as they're just running them down. Meteor desperately trying to get some shots through, but you know, sometimes you whiff. Sometimes your bullets don't connect.
It be like that.
Yeah.
It did be like that. That was an attempt, and Paper X is no problems dealing with it. Great combo there on top of Buzz to get him down with the paint shells. And then Meteor just, yeah.
Let's go.
Yep. I mean, look, folks, saw that first map, you got to be thinking, oh boy, Paper X is cooked, it's over. No, this is Paper X. We've seen this way too many times. They are never cooked.
See, not only just that, but also, you know, first game back.
Right,
You know,
that's
even-
exactly it.
Even a team like Paper X, you know, you set high expectations. They could have, you know, some stumbles. I think Meteor has a Marshall and doesn't miss those.
It's just so good with that gun.
Targets destroyed.
It's unfair. Now you can't really mess with it.
Forsaken going to be picking up Marshall, carrying it forward. Oh, gets the hip fire, looking for the follow-up shot, but Izu with that Sheriff will be able to put him down. Jing at the same time, able to go ahead, come across with a kill, getting rid of Meteor. Bulldog in hand.
Spike planted.
Spike will get planted. We go to a 3v3 for Paper X, while avoiding any additional damage. This is where the costly weapons really start to hurt. Izu tucked away behind the steel box. Spot up, gets the headshot. Jing taken down. Looks for the other and gets him. As it's now something on his lonesome guardian in him. 24 HP. And it looks like the call is made to retain the Guardian to go for the save. T1 immediately equalize and tie things up 1-1. That is catastrophic.
This is one of those things that good teams do.
Let's go,
They win ecos. They win rounds they shouldn't because they have players who are so good. Those lower buy weaponries, whether it be Izu with the Sheriff, Meteor with the Marshal. Those things are difference makers. They're economy breakers. They're momentum swingers. And this shot right there, so clean. Okay, Forsaken. That's pretty nasty on the Buzz. And then Izu, so patient there. Waited for the players to get onto site. And he was never identified. He knew that he had that space clear because the other teammates were on the tower side of things. Knew that he could hide there and they weren't going to be able to get the spot on him. Paper X is paying a hefty toll. Jing gonna be getting one away from that showstopper though with that orb grab. So gonna utilize that utility nicely. T1, patience is the virtue right now. Knowing that, you know, you could see one of those Paper X sort of combo plays, especially with the Tejo in effect. And of course, Forsaken has to continue his Agent World tour.
Yep. Comes out, gotta play it.
That's correct.
Playing new agents is, I don't know, like a
Just
consumer
think.
buying every generation of iPhone that comes out.
Sure.
Gotta have it. The megapixels.
It's like Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
That's the only reference I can pick out of that.
Well, already a good amount of damage taken here on the side of Paper X. Jing, Divide, both down to 30-some HP. Something looking to join them in that metric. Still going to be sent forward. Buzz spotting one, something going to be taken down. Looks for a reposition. Divide with a nice peek out. Gets a headshot there on a Meteor, but Izu across the way, catches the clips. Buzz will find a second.
Enemy remaining.
Looks like there's the closeout. Stacks
Easy.
go ahead and steady the spray. T1 now up 2-1.
Crossfire is so good here. And so, a couple of the things that I had in my notes coming into this season for T1.
PRX mainnya gampang.
First and foremost was they actually set up a lot of trap plays. You're not going to see it in this round. But the other thing was their teamwork and their post plans were so good in the offseason. Like those were the things that really weren't there against Boom as much. Eventually it started to feel like it, but on Bind and now again here on Fracture, you're starting to see more of that. You're starting to see that teamwork. You're starting to see those really annoying post plans. Same kind of setup. This time it's just a flirtation here. Maybe to bait out the showstopper.
And it worked a treat if that was the intention.
Waduh.
So good. They got exactly what they wanted.
Divide.
Now looking to try to push their way forward onto the site and immediately Divide gets his head taken clean off. Sylvan absolute beaming him down.
Spike planted.
It's so good, man.
Sylvan taking a shot, peels off some of the pressure here as they push in towards Stacks. Sylvan himself, though, will fall. Second coming away with one. Jing jumping up over the top of the box. He will find the enemy breach, but Buzz just peeks out through that sewer and immediately kind of rotates back around towards Arcade. Mind Freak.
Wah, let's go.
Vulnerable up.
Easy.
Meteor finds one and Izu. Go ahead, pick apart Forsaken. The first rifle round goes the way of T1. PRX have their economy broken wide open.
Just so good. The way that they play this. Sylvan. Disgusting stuff. Stacks holding the line. Please explain yourself on this one, Jing. God, that's so good. And everybody just knows their role, knows their job, and they're executing it to perfection. That's really what T1 needs to just keep doing. They're one away from a couple big ults. Showstopper, Rolling Thunder, almost online.
Hero Bulldog here in the hands of Jing. Sheriffs across the board for everybody else. Buzz, oh, okay, just gonna get taken down as Jing mows down 3 players.
What?
Bolt line from Stacks gets the connection. He would love to get the orb. He needs Meteor to get in some kind of position, but okay, this is the most PRX round you could possibly ask for. Weapons upgraded, collected as they look for a flawless Thrifty to give themselves a second round win. He'll stun out Meteor. Still though, commands respect. Finds the first. Looks for the second, something with a quick little jiggle out flash. Turn from 3 players, actually stacked up, but he cannot drag it across. There's the Thrifty confirmed off the back of Jing with a 4K. And Alex can breathe a sigh of relief alongside the PRX faithful.
This is just a great read from PRX. Somehow able to scrape together a Bulldog, put it to phenomenal use. I mean, they knew that somewhere on the map, T1 was going to want an orb, and they picked the correct one and just nailed it. In the backup there with the breach util as well for Jing. And the hard read pays off. I mean, that's something that Boom was doing so well. Let's see if PRX can find a few more. This time around, it's going to be the showstopper, although I don't imagine this connects with anything.
You think not.
Yeah, take that. Take that, Stealth Drone.
For the suppress there, can't find it. Stacks holding here over towards rope at Sands. For the concuss out, push out of the smoke. Stacks is fully blinded up. Still, however, able to find one. Clears out that Boom bot. Now Meteor swings back around to try to keep protected, but Forsaken comes up with both.
Kenapa ada gitu anjing?
A 3v3. The Armageddon available. So goes across the site, the door opened up. Buzz able to find one Divide, trading back the other. He's eaten quite a bit of damage and now will get taken down. Izu trying to hold his ground, brings it to a 1v1. The steady inch forward, something trying to go for the tap, but Buzz is at the ready. Finds the kill, and T1 will maintain a lead.
Yeah, I mean, PRX has to play the beginning of this round the way they do because the showstopper is available. This makes a ton of sense the way they begin this. And then again, the immediate backup from Meteor to help out Stacks. Yes, Forsaken, great double kill. But then they're just gonna hold this door in numbers and win their trades. And then Buzz able to take the slightly unexpected position. I think there was about to be a tap there from something to try to suss out where Buzz was, but Buzz was already bussing. Here he goes again.
It's just basically same setup. Waits here, sends out the relay, tucks back. Swing onto the corner, Sylvan going to be taken down as Forsaken's finding one, but Stacks immediately keeps it traded. Thing reveals, Forsaken's just overwhelmed, can't make anything happen there. Buzz to a roaring start here on the map. Izu joins the fray by taking down, but Jing, snappy headshot, has that showstopper available once again as paint shells get rid of Stacks. He swung into it knowing that if he swung out into the open, he was going to be dead either way. Showstopper absolutely destroys, and Jing will continue to keep this competitive. One round separating.
And this right here, folks, is why you stick this guy on raids all the time. He does stuff that few others can on this agent. That is just tremendous. It looked like it was going to be another T1 round, and I was just getting so ready to compliment the way that they're showing little variations in the way that Buzz is attempting to take space on A Hall. It's, you know, the pistol round, it was a full push out. Then it was the bait for the showstopper. This round, it's a short change up where they've got reinforcements there to try to make those trades, and they look so good, but then Jing shows up, finds the perfect timing on the paint shells to catch the plant, and the showstopper to boot.
He's going for the last pack forward on top of the box. Classic setup there from Jing, but no one there to get caught by it. Izu trying to challenge here against Divide. Both of them taking quite a bit of damage here. Tries to escape back around the corner, but eventually Killjoy will get caught.
Now you've got Rolling Thunder, Lockdown, Orbital Strike.
Meteor, he is on a hell of a walkabout at the moment.
Yeah, well, this is so challenging right now for PRX.
Lob in on the paint shells, just keeping this rope access controlled. Meteor slowly, steadily encroaching on their position. Rolling Thunder crashing above, connecting on to absolutely everyone! Hopes it was Ray and Meteor somehow only going to be able to find one. Mind Freak does well to get the headshot, but it seems like that is more than enough for PRX to go ahead and call the retreat. No way else to try to play this one through. T1 once again knock back PRX. Maintain that 2-round advantage.
They're going to keep the Orbital Strike as well for Sylvan. Stacks searching for a gun upgrade. Gonna get it. They're gonna go hunting. Worth.
Snappy from Stacks. Swaps back over. 2 weapons retained here for the side of PRX. The economy on both sides is not particularly strong. No one has any money. Gen Z America in here.
Aw.
Surely one day we'll all buy houses. But T1,
No, we won't.
oof. Still having some critical ultimates available. PRX, I mean, deck is fairly stacked for them. Rolling Thunder, the Lockdown, Orbital Strike.
Yeah, it's very, very good. So you've got a lot of map control right now. As PRX should have a pretty good idea that either they're stacked up in tree or they're coming from the other side of the map. And, oh, it's such a good dodge of this. Oh no, it caught him. So they exactly, all their attention should be turning towards arcade or towards dish. You know that it's almost certainly one of those.
Lockdown coming through. Massive approach here through arcade. Lockdown, of course, cleared out by the tail. Izu flash packing past here. It's all chaos here within the smokes, but it's chaos that T1 is driving in. 2 players lost. Orbital Strike going to be sent out, but it doesn't find anyone.
Spike planted.
Rolling Thunder. Saving him, saving.
There was a riot going on around Divide, and he's just strolling through there, walking the park. He's got 3 rifles. The Rolling Thunder, is this just another save?
Based on Jing's movements, unless he's really wary about a deep flank. But yeah, the call to save is going to have to be made in T1. And we'll get to 6 at least here on this attack now. Just continued dominance. And it looks like they're going to try to go on the hunt here, wanting to get these weapons out of hand, because now, I mean, their cash starting to get built up quite nicely. And otherwise, they'd just be a flawless unless they manage to cross paths here with something and lose out on a player.
Oh shit.
Timing there.
Comes back around the corner if he goes for a re-peek. Goes for it, finds it. Okay, flawless does get avoided. Still, the situation doesn't become much better here for PRX. It looks like maybe timeout at long last called.
Kita lihat Coach Alex, kita lihat.
It's been quite interesting. I think another thing
Coach Alex, liatin weh.
I would like to kind of mention is you know, the storylines for T1 coming into this year is they are obviously star-studded. They are very talented individually. And in a match like this, where it gets scrappy, where it gets down in the mud, their individual mechanics are still just so good.
Loh, pusing dia.
They can square up right against a team like PRX. This is their wheelhouse. And, you know, you saw it last year with Gen G, who's just got so much firepower. They can fight their way through some bad situations. And still some good reads from T1, of course. But when they've been challenged, when PRX has tried to get tricky, tried to get creative, a lot of the time it's been thoroughly well handled because the coordination is there, because the teamwork is there. You've been able to shut a lot of the trickery down. This round, just same thing. So for PRX, you'd love to convert here because the cash is not so good. Once again, behind all of this, and now T1 has started to bank up an economy. I mean, there was a moment there where it was kind of iffy for both sides. T1 is thriving. Sylvan still has his orbital strike. Here goes Jing. There you go. There's that box.
Attempt once again, but everybody's north side, unfortunately. T1 just playing away from any kind of potential crunch. Certainly having a decent idea of what PRX were going to be looking to try to pull, but that being said, they haven't scaled forward towards the site. Meteor waiting to try to go for yet another long lurk.
It's a pretty unorthodox setup.
Okay, well, Aftershock gets sent through. Buzz out ahead of this lockdown. Sent in, and Forsaken reads it well. Meteor going to be taken down. This game plan here has completely been undone as Buzz as well gets found over in A main.
Oh, this is quite interesting. Didn't want to invest the orbital strike to clear the lockdown. Going to try the other side of the map, but PRX is well aware. Everybody is hustling to get to the other side. Now you got Forsaken up in tower with the Tejo.
Oh shit.
Right to the row. Couple shots there across onto Stacks. This is going out. Mindfreak finding one, and there's the cleanup. Something comes up with 2 quick kills. PRX. Timeout call leading. Very necessary round victory. Count just down to 2. Still an opportunity for them to make this a 6-6 and rescue this half.
Yeah.
Already though, doing well to get to where they're at.
Taking control of the tunnels is going to be really key. Don't let Meteor live down there. Don't let him be the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You don't want to let them come out. Because Meteor's been down there a lot, and he's been causing problems. So pretty smart. Is that one? They're still turtles, right? Like, they still have some cartoons? Anyway.
I don't know. Oh, well, okay. If Ching had gotten away with that one, would have been absolutely insane. But it's going to be Buzz and Easy finding one apiece here as Mindfreak stunned up, trying to push forward. Shorty in hand, and Buzz will be able to cut him down to size.
Gila.
Push for Divine.
Gila, tinggal 1.
Kill here on the Meteor, but now before losing out on one of his teammates. Gets a second, but
Dikit tinggal 1.
cannot try to drag them back into this. 3 players left standing as T1
Last round in the half.
get up 7-4, looking for an 8-4 half.
Let's go, T1. T1,
Just kind of a Jing special. He had the space completely open in the previous round. Thought he could just get there for free, or maybe it'd just be, you know, Meteor out there like we saw with Forsaken challenging him out in that space. Instead,
T1 kayaknya sulit.
it's a lot of T1, and it won't go so good. That's okay, because if they can get this round, honestly, it's a pretty fine half, I think, for PRX on this defender side.
Yeah, it certainly will look a lot better than it maybe has felt.
Yes.
Stinger in the hands here of Mindfreak.
Oh, awas
They
ulti
playing over
ada.
towards A, but
Ada ulti,
everybody
ada
from
ulti.
T1 getting clustered up and ready to attack onto B. Alarm bot going to be cleared out. Showstopper at the ready. Izu trying to do the charge, but Ching up over the top here, able to find both duelists. Izu Buzz absolutely get destroyed.
Wait, itu. Davai ngapain?
Again, to try to slow up the rest of the approach here. Stacks not quite ready for that peek into the smoke. Cannot find the punish. Meteor arriving now from tower, peeks out, finds one, but Stacks is dead. The spike is stranded,
Nah, ini dia nih.
as is Meteor.
Trot.
He will fall. 7-5 here at the half. PRX running it back.
Well, this is just what you love about PRX is the creativity. And yes, okay, the previous round didn't look
Sedap nih nyerang
that
di
great
sini.
from Jing, but this one looks amazing. And he has had some absolutely brilliant rounds. That is good. Oh my. but just the positioning alone is what really makes the difference. Something you don't really expect. The unorthodox setups that they are going to show you are going to catch you off guard sometimes. They dial them up when they need them most. Really find a good read, and that situation right there was perfect. So over to the defender's side for T1. Can they keep the momentum rolling? Or has PRX found their groove? Starting to look like maybe. And Jing in particular looked hot as heck on that raise. That's scary.
Yeah, I mean, it's been overall 2 solid maps here for him.
Yeah.
Attacker coming into this one. We'll see what Team 1 are able to do with this double duelist comp now pivoting over onto the defense. PRX. Good in these pistols so far. It's really, not being able to close out that anti-eco that leads to T1 having such a strong half here. They can get another pistol. Boy, that tiny little mistake. And just maybe we'll be going over to split.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really a big key. This pistol round is super pivotal. Super pivotal. And T1 has been feeling it all day. Just a matter of, with their double duelist, something you would normally expect that the team on the other side of the coin is going to be rocking with. Quick push out for Buzz.
Ooh, yep,
Nope.
well, met with Flash. Try to back away, but Fault Line looks to try to lock them in place. Relay Bolt going to be sent out as everybody just kind of stuns each other and then backs off.
A little bit of pushing and shoving there. But now you've got T1 kind of pinned. However, bit of an explore. Turret there will check if push continues. Just need to hold the line a little bit.
Up on the orbit. Okay, double push out from Izu and Sylvan, but they are about to meet the full fighting force here of PRX. We'll be able to find one, looking for a little bit more. Some solid damage dealt as Mind Freak falls down to 5, but cannot equalize the kill count. Quick rotations as Buzz tries to get into position.
Stealth drone. Is he going to see him because of the smokes? Oh, it did.
No.
Oh, no, it did not.
Not getting a ping. Ooh, slides out, but
Didn't matter.
Forsaken absolutely on it there. Finds the kill and now is down to Meteor. As the smokes both get ready to dissipate simultaneously. Plant coming through. Forsaken taken down. Jing will be the finisher. PRX close out the pistol. 3-1 in that regard. Now just 1 round away from tying things up.
Yeah, they're feeling it now. Calls are looking quite good. There was just too much going on that B side, and they make the call to change to the other side of the map, and it is 100% the right one. God, that is a good shot, Forsaken. Absolutely nasty. Jing continues to be very rock solid for them. 14-6 on the map. And they are looking to tie this one up. Aiming control, maybe. Buzz is actually slow pushing this. Oh, just getting a little bit of info and saying, okay. Quite a few members hustle on over. Be too surprised if, in PRX fashion, they just kind of make a go at this A site. Grab of the orb. Full control, just a matter do they want to pull the trigger or not.
The fault line at the ready. Buzz will stay away from that. Paint shells go under. They both try and just delay here, but Sylvan dead. Pushing out of the smoke. Unassisted. Gets his head taken off. And all of a sudden, everything just explodes here for T1. Picked apart one after the other. Meteor, last one alive. See if he can deal any kind of damage whatsoever. There's far too many angles to try to clear, but okay. Solid opening shot. Stops from being a flawless. Any more kills found, and then it'll be actual damage dealt. And he will not be able to find it. Forsaken another 3K back-to-back in that regard, and we are tied up at 7-7.
Huge. Huge. Now we've got a real series on our hands. It's a little bit lacking. There are only a few half armors that I'm seeing in a regen armor. Nice shots by Forsaken. I think all headshots here. Yep. All 3 shared shots are headshots. Disgusting. Starting to come together. A couple bulldogs for PRX. Full rifles.
All those kills, Armageddon there for Forsaken.
Yeah. Scary. Clear a lot of space on this map. Push out, 4-1 split. Info garnered, but no resistance over towards A Hall. And now we're starting to see the rotations.
Breaks up this setup here from the Killjoy.
It's nice.
Rip down one of the nanos, or maybe the alarm bot there on the entry to the site. Gone, Jing, blast back and forth, Sylvan caught with the iPad open. Meteor, however, still lingering within the smoke. Swings out, looks for the second, nearly finds it, but can't quite confirm the kill.
Spike planted.
3v4, but Buzz and Stacks immediately finding 2 quick kills. Divine on the peek out, gets a spray across, but the paint shell lands right at his feet. And Stacks will find Jing. 2 players left standing overall. A very solid anti-bonus, or rather a solid bonus attempt, I should say, from the side of PRX. They do some good damage to the anti-bonus here from T1. T1 will just narrowly regain the lead.
This, I thought, for a moment was cooked. I thought PRX had the bonus in the bag. This entry catches Sylvan. And then, okay, Meteor's there, but there's a good cover by something to make sure that Meteor can't do any follow-up damage. However, they spread the map a little bit. Stacks and Buzz working together nicely, again, covering for each other, and then Stacks repositions, finds that off angle, open things up for his teammate. They're able to seal the deal. Something with an operator, attack side. Shouldn't shock anybody. He do be like that. And they're just gonna slow the pace up a little bit. Buzz, the double duelist. A bit of a walkabout. What does Devi have to say?
10-1. Anticipating it, he absolutely shuts it down.
Smoke's down, stim beacon down.
Huge cleanup from Devi. Stacks his sights down, needing to be set on that side of the map. Meanwhile, the attack and the spike brought forward here in towards A, but Stacks finds that kill. Less of a concern now about that flank. As the Aftershock will display something. We need to reassess that plant spot now. Drone being sent, Meteor at the same time, wrapping around from behind, but Mind Freak reads it, but can't quite get the punish. Meteor now brings it back into a 3v3. Jing, however, has that showstopper in the back pocket.
Right there.
This is so tough.
Oh!
Oh, the timing.
For the moment, but wants to try to go ahead and get that salvo out.
timing for a second.
And some but damage not found. Showstopper held. T1 forced back here. Held at bay. Oh, now gone. Offshot gets the leg hit, but cannot find the kill, but Forsaken will be able to do so back over in Halls. Meteor going to be taken down. Sylvan able to find Jing. 66 health between the two of them. The time just not on their side. T1 will have to call off the attack, and PRX will tie things up.
It just, again, so many of these rounds, going even all the way back to Bind, come down to just individual micro plays or, you know, these kind of scrappy team fights, but in this case it's just Devi. Just knocks down 2 instantly. Mr. Reliable. Safe, steady pair of hands. Sure, Stacks and Meteor are able to win a couple flanks on the fights on the flank, but problem becomes is that
they walked into my crosshair.
They walked into my crosshair.
They absolutely did.
You are not wrong. Great crosshair placement, but that showstopper there made things so difficult in the long run. That's truly a big problem. Gotta do what you can to keep this operator off balance.
I know that it's still in play. Buzz is trying to get on a little bit more of a forward angle, and it's enough to go ahead and find the kill. Relay Bolt going to be sent forward, and Buzz collects a second. Pushes up past that paint shell, but Forsaken covering fire, able to go ahead and find a little bit of kill! As Jang comes up with 2! He's down to 10 HP, sure, a stiff breeze will take him down, but Meteor, okay, there you go. Speaking of, Meteor is that stiff breeze. But Devi, once again, lurking forward. It's a bit of damage. We'll be able to find the kill. Keeps PRX in a very winnable position. Push forward from Sylvan, wrapping around out of Halls. We'll be able to recover a weapon. Clutch this out.
Gee. A difference maker right now. That looked like it had T1 written all over it. They had such a good read.
Alarm bot is there. Oh, no. They recalled.
Oh shit.
Nanoswarms set up here on the entryway. By watching the angle, sends it. Sylvan is already up in front of it, but is not able to cross that first hurdle. Forsaken will go ahead and pick him off. He and Devi now just one away from their respective ultimates, and PRX are in the lead.
This is just another individual outplay. The setup here is so good. They hold that angle, they follow in. Buzz makes the right read here to push ahead of that nade to try to take Jing down, and Jing just counter swings. Comes right back with a 2K of his own. Setup's looking really, really good right now for PRX. The responses are starting to come together, and a well-needed timeout here for T1 to try to slow down this PRX momentum, because, yeah, the rust has been completely removed. They are back to polished form.
First timeout from T1 in the series. Coming in here at a critical juncture. Can they bring this back to parity, where PRX start being able to streak forward? We'll take a look at the economy here in a moment.
Yeah, I think this is a toughie, because some of my ideas are kind of what we saw in that previous round. Just, you know, try to cut PRX off at the point of attack. Maybe you got to find a way to slow Jing down now. Okay, I don't know if PRX is enough for another operator. Doesn't seem so. But they're so close to some ults, they might be playing for orbs. And it looks like kind of T1 had a similar idea to what we saw in the previous half, where PRX came through and went to dish and shut down the orb grab from T1.
Maybe attempted a crunch play here on the Devi. As, yep, just takes the rope out towards safety. Punish not found. Shots just kind of dancing in after him, but not finding any kind of contact.
He didn't have any other movement, so the call was to just go right back to B. That was the anticipated move. They are 100% correct. Now you're getting the read off the util as well.
It's lockdown. Nothing really that you're going to be able to do other than match it, so ult for ult will go through. Buzz already anticipating the wrap back around towards that A site. Get Meteor back as well, allowing for that KJ setup to come back into play, but ultimately PRX are just waiting this out. Now the Stim Beacon coming through, and everybody is ready to rush their way back through. To detain actually did come in as well. Either way, no one going to be getting punished quite just yet, but it's going to be a full 5v5 in the post plan.
It's going to come down to kind of outmaneuver who here. Mindfreak trying to find another angle. Buzz will be coming from the north.
Aftershock crossover towards Canteen, holding them back for the moment. Forsaken has been tagged up. 45 health coming through as there's the Armageddon. Players from T1 widely get up in front of this one. Full flash connecting there onto the Devi, but it doesn't matter. Covering fire immediately comes through from PRX. They absolutely destroy T1. Snacks the last one standing, but not for very long. Jing rushes forward into the fray, finds the kill, and PRX now have a 2-round lead.
They're just on top of things, and that attempted retake just gets shut right down. A great flash from something. Really does a good job kind of shutting down Izu. Yeah, he gets taken out quick, but the crossfires are all there. Everybody's so prepared. Good hold. Not a bad read, but the 2 lockdowns there didn't really make too much of a difference. T1 was never able to really stall or stymie the attempted plant, and they didn't have any ults other than the lockdown that they used previously. Try to do anything about it. Now they've got some ults. Now they've got a showstopper. Now they got a rolling thunder.
They don't have any weapons.
Yeah.
2 sheriffs, a stinger, a ghost.
Buzz has got his ult, so
true.
Could be a difference maker.
Once again, T1, you can kind of see quite getting a read here. Stacks left on its lonesome here on the B site with just a classic in hand. Everybody now on that approach. And here's the bad news. Spots out the Vi site. Here for the taking for PRX.
Let's see what they want to do. It doesn't seem like Buzz is keen to...
Oh, Meteor.
Hello.
A little bit of a timing. Pushes out of the smoke, does manage to find one. Shots through Devi, does get flushed out. Sylvan doing well to find the one before getting taken out, but Jing is still just so damn clean. Looks for a little bit more. There will be something coming away with the kill, but PRX now just 2 away from taking this map and taking us over to Split.
I'm still wondering why the overdrive wasn't popped. Whatever.
Don't have an answer for you.
Yep.
Like maybe just, I don't know, the setup, the smokes that were placed here. It's just too hard to try to push out of it with that. I don't know.
Still, it's might as well try. Yeah, but I mean, still though, Jing is freaking dialed in. He is.
That's only 110 and 1.
Destroying. I mean, him and Forsaken both, but goodness.
Oh, showstopper for showstopper. Izu hits the other blast pack. Meteor is able to find the kill here on the Jing. Meanwhile, Stacks trying to just stave off some pressure. Showstopper not going to find much here from Izu. Paint shell up over the top as Meteor gets tucked in alongside the rope. Sylvan sends the orbital strike. A monstrous, crazy, chaotic crashing here. Oh, the spawn, but Forsaken!
Itu dia.
He thrives in this! Mo's down 4, and my god, I need to see a replay because what the hell just happened?
Pastikan nonton PRX sampai habis.
What is going on?
So, okay, yeah, this one, it gets a little weird.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
made some damage.
Yeah.
Gila, lihat deh, lihat deh.
And okay.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh, that damn smile. Unreal from Forsaken. Takes the kill lead. Takes PRX up to map point. Buzz down to 4 HP. Divine's gonna be pressured out. Gets taken up with Mind Freak. He's able to find 2. And suddenly just Stacks and Meteor left alive. Stacks desperately trying to fight here against Forsaken, but he will be struck down. Armageddon sent Meteor already. Shifting away from that position, gets himself set up on B, knows that he needs to do absolutely everything. Self-bot leads in towards Canteen. Ping does not get the reveal. Meteor eats the full flash. Gets the spot out here on the Jing, finds the headshot. Something in the corner, plant down Meteor. Looking for the clutch. 9 bullets left. Something cheats his way up in towards tower.
Something jangan aneh-aneh, something please.
Still a bit of time to work with. It's the
turret confirms the position.
Oh, I thought maybe it was going to keep going backwards, but he thinks it.
Can set up the now, try to deny the peek coming through, taps it, but no, it's been destroyed. He gets a smattering of damage in, but now he's down to just 2 bullets. Now none. Swaps over to the Classic, knows that he needs to try to go ahead and take this fight, but something is not going to give him the opportunity at all. Retaps it, Meteor finds it, but he knows that it's over. There's nothing more to be done. 13-8, the spike goes off, and PRX take us to split. We are not done yet.
Well, PRX kept trying to drag him into the mud, and finally, T1 is starting to drown.
Bye-bye, gue mau pergi dulu.
When it looks like T1 has a great play lined up with the ult combo, Forsaken just says no.